it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. I want to focus in on a very prominent narcissistic manipulation tactic, and that is of projection. Projection is a emotional manipulation where an individual, narcissistic, self-centered, someone who is operating from a heightened sense of self-importance and coupled with a lack of empathy in disregard of others, really sort of a dispassionate perspective of others. They really just don't care about others, who they walk over, who they waffle over, who they hurt. They're seeking others as a source of supply in order to get what they want. So the use of projection is when another individual will essentially energetically project out or inflict upon others an emotional approach or perspective, oftentimes arising out of guilt, fear of abandonment, and the other capabilities of really their past, all very negative and toxic in nature, and thrust this onto you and make you feel responsible for their inadequacies, for their unhappiness, for their disappointment. They have a way to project this through the mechanisms of guilt and making you feel like you should be responsible for their happiness, for their balance, for satisfying of their needs and quenching of their judgment. The narcissist will project as if you have done something wrong. They have found blame and fault in you. And this is done again and again and again, chronically over and over. So it then becomes felt by the source of supply as part of their identity. So if you have been criticized over and over again, you have been felt or treated as if you are inadequate. This individual uses toxic name calling, constant violence, unhappiness, the poor me syndrome, and you, pointing the finger at others in terms of a blame shifting. This is the use of narcissistic projection onto you. And it tends to become so severe or with so much emotional power behind the projection that you tend to feel like you want to alleviate that pain. So you give in and satisfy that narcissist and their projection, and really will then we see the creation of a codependent mindset, or what we call a codependent identity, that goes to then satisfy this individual so that they will become happy, so that life can go on back to normal again. That you will then satisfy and then acquiesce, give into and agree to their needs. And yes, I am so miserable. Yes, I am so terrible. Yes, I'm a horrible person for this. And people then, then swallow this and accept this identity unknowingly, that they are none that is farthest from the truth or farthest from reality. But this narcissist will use this projection on the individual again and again and again to get what it is they want, whether it's for them to perform better, to get better grades, or to keep an immaculate house, or to keep these perfectionist standards where you should be at taking care of things for them hand and foot, that these unrealistic expectations. I need this done in half an hour when it's truly something that might need to take several days or a week. I mean, it's just these harsh judgments, this hard fist that tends to be like they are ruling and this is all there is, and they will not stop projecting onto you until it's done. So it's a way to bully and be sort of fascist and over authoritarian, but it's based on these selfish needs, these selfish motives. They have nothing to do with acknowledging you or reality or very realistic standards. These can come from a very negative place where this individual, the narcissist, has a heightened sense of self-superiority, self-importance. So they really, it's not a healthy narcissistic, like, I need to do this, I need to watch for my health, I need to get this and this accomplished. That's healthy narcissistic needs, healthy self-value, healthy self-esteem. It's balance. It's not trying to walk over others in order to get you what you want, or what, or have relationships. You don't need to hurt others, insult others, criticize, harshly judge others for you to have a relationship. The narcissist will use this sense of projection, and it can be very covert projection, where it's just almost like insinuated through their body language that, you are less than, you are underneath, you are worse than, and so they will use their body language to convey this, or a lack of communication. So be very well aware of this use of projection tactics to get you to feel less than, inferior, worthless, and so that you will essentially comply with their needs, their requirements, and treat them on the pedestal, the narcissistic pedestal, with which they basically push others in order to satisfy them, both overtly and covertly. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.